Good morning and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 232, part 3, using Sefer Hachinuch. Mitzvah Day keeps your soul on its way, and we're continuing with not to cause an unsuspecting person to stumble. Thus, since before is not punished, the commentators there explain that when the Gemara inquires as to the rationale of the Mishnah, which prohibits various types of transactions with an idolater during his festival season, whether the Mishnah prohibits these transactions on account of the concern that the idolater will go and offer thanks to his deity for his good fortune in realizing that transaction, or on account of livnei iver, that is providing the idolater with the wherewithal to sin, the Gemara is in doubt about the Mishnah's rationale only with regard to the specific case of doing business with them, and more specifically regarding a situation where the Jew is the seller and he gives the idolater an object that is fit to be offered in idol worship. Only in that circumstance where the Jew directly provides the idolater the wherewithal to sin by selling him an object that is actually fit for idolatrous service, is it possible that there is a transgression of livnei iver on the part of the Jew. However, regarding all the rest of the prohibited transactions listed in the Mishnah, such as lending money to idolaters or paying them money that had been borrowed or lending them objects that they must return, there is no question that the prohibition of performing such transactions with an idolater during his festival season is on account of the concern that he would go and offer thanks to his deity. This is obvious because in these cases, it cannot be said that the prohibition is on account of livnei iver, since the actions of the Jew are not a direct cause for sin, as follows. With regard to lending them items, even if it is an object fit to be offered in idol worship, the borrower will be unable to offer it to his deity, for a borrowed object needs to be returned intact. Thus, lending him the object does not facilitate the sin of bringing an offering to a false deity. Lending them money and repaying them borrowed money too cannot be considered violations of livnei iver. For all we are giving them is money, and money is not fit to be brought as an offering. What will you counter? That the concern for livnei iver still exists, or for perhaps the idolater will use the money to purchase an item that is fit to be offered? That too is of no concern. For that, giving him money is nothing more than before, since the money is merely the wherewithal to purchase the object, which in turn enables him to sin by offering it. And we are not enjoined regarding such circumstances, as we have stated. The same applies to any similar circumstance. Therefore, there is no question that the prohibition in those cases is only because he will go and offer thanks to his deity, meaning that's the concern. That's the concern, my friends. Okay. Not easy. We definitely have to do the review, but we're almost finished. Thanks for listening to Sponsor Future Mitzvah 36-100 for the Gold. Have a wonderful Shabbos.